put me down for some overtime this week.
For what, nigga?
Hey, you remember Shirley, right?
Who you talking about, that big back bitch?
Yeah.
Okay, what about?
Yeah, her birthday this weekend. Try to get a little something, you know.
Well, like a case of biscuits?
Yup, right before I butter that biscuit.
Hey, my nigga. How long y'all been on break?
I don't know, about 15.
Y'all know break only 5 minutes, right? Not no 15.
Hold on, man. I've been working here 15 motherfucking years. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Man, it take me 5 minutes to walk to my car. I'm supposed to get back in time. Man, don't even worry about it. We covered on the say it right there in the handbook. You got an orientation. Wait, what is it you do here again? Oh, what do I do here? I'm a mouth popper. I pop niggas in their fucking mouth for talking too much. That's what I do. Scream, ain't nobody scared. Speaking of which, I see you like to talk.
Put it like this. I'm the CEO of Southside Decepticons Incorporated. So, mister, we got it covered. Go find your union rep and tell him I said both y'all fired.
Man, what you talking
about,
man?
And that's for a 5-minute walk over here. When you take your next break, don't bring your motherfucking ass back in here.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Which one of you nasty tall big man you heard I was fake? Pardon me, miss. I don't know what you're talking about. Lies. See, that's why I don't fuck with you motherfuckers. Stay lying. Excuse me. Watch your tone talking to me. I work in management, and I'll have you fired. Y'all stay lying on us, and always want to take some credit for some shit you ain't did. We invented the microwave. Miss Lockhart, you are factually incorrect. We did invent the microwave. No, the fuck you did. You lied. We invented open heart search. We invented R&B music. We invented DJs on the ones and twos. The only thing you motherfuckers invented was mayonnaise. Miss Lockhart, if you don't calm down, you know damn well the black man invented eating pussy. But y'all want to take credit for that too. It ain't none of your business whose baby I'm carrying. Keep me and my unborn baby name out your fucking mouth. That is not fair. I have plenty of friends that are transformers. No, the fuck you don't. You lying. See, that's the problem. Y'all obsessed with us. We stay on y'all mind. And you're jealous. That's why you hate us. I cannot stand you motherfuckers.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
God damn, y'all. Oh my gosh. Our childhood is over. Holy cow. I don't even know where to begin. Like, I mean, wow. Didn't have that on the bingo card. Did not have that on the bingo card. Peter Cullen, man. Like, shit, man. Damn it. Whole childhood just erased. Literally. I remember going to see that in the theaters. Like, what is this? Man. Oh my God. Damn. Damn. Florida Evans' voice. Damn.
And now Peter Cullen, the legendary... We really lost some of the greats this week. And now Peter Cullen, the legendary voice behind Optimus Prime of the Transformers movies, has died at the age of 85. Cullen gave the Autobot leader more than a voice for generations of Transformers fans. He gave him strength, kindness, and heart. He had an incredible voice acting career. He was the voice of Eeyore, Monterey Jack and Chippendale Rescue Rangers. For Invincible fans, he voiced Thetis. And he also did the creature sounds in Predator. He said Optimus was inspired by his Marine veteran brother. Thank you for all the incredible childhood memories. Rest in peace, Peter Cullen.
Damn, man. I wasn't ready for all this. I was not ready. Shit, man. I mean, at this point, he's 85. I don't even care about a cause of death. Like, he's 85, man. Surrounded by his loving family, held in the hearts of his many friends and countless fans worldwide, family asks that you honor his remarkable legacy by serving your communities and leading others with compassion, integrity, and loyalty. And always remember, be strong enough to be gentle. Good grief, man. Was not ready for this. Yeah, he did the clicking sounds for the Predator. He had a good run, man. He had a good run. Had a great run. In fact, magnificent run. I don't think you could. I don't know. There's not many voice actors. Mark Hamill, I would say, may rival or may give Peter Cullen a run for his money as the Joker in the Batman animated series and stuff. But nah, this is it, man. So now we gotta watch out for Frank Welker, who voiced Starscream. So y'all go pray for Frank Welker, the voice of Starscream. Watch out. Watch out. Was not ready. Damn it, man. Damn it. All right, since we're talking Hollywood, let's kick this thing off with Hollywood. It's okay to take a breather. I mean, it's on my damn wall. Shit. I'm okay. I'll be all right. We gonna be all right. Yeah, we gotta watch out for Frank, man. Gotta watch out for Frank. Okay. Yeah, let's go to Hollywood. Let's go to Hollywood real quick. All right. Okay. So piracy. This is how much piracy is still a thing. And they like to leak it on Twitter now. So here are the numbers for the leaks. Okay. So the days of somebody in a movie theater with a camera, those days are over. These new leaks are, is actual studio footage. So let's see. It's terrifying, says Jonathan Eyrick, the co-CEO of Rideback and producer of Disney live-action remakes Lilo and Stitch and Aladdin. Eyrick wonders, do consumers understand how serious this is, or does it still feel harmless? Right? So Spider-Man Brand New Day fell victim to the same scheme as the Odyssey this summer. Let's see. It also played for 5.9 million X accounts on opening day before the studio shut down the bootleg version. Management consulting firm Kearney and anti-piracy company Musso estimate that piracy costs the industry $75 billion a year and project it will reach $125 billion by 2028. With the average movie ticket costing $16, those 5.9 million views of Brand New Day on X surely cut into its potential revenue. I get it, but once a movie is out in the world, some piracy is inevitable. Remember, Michael was pirated on a streaming site and Lionsgate did nothing. Either didn't do nothing or couldn't do nothing. Remember, Michael was out on it was being pirated literally a month after it came out. That's the reality of releasing content globally in a digital environment. Okay. Where are we at? The Producers Guild and the MPA have their estimate on losses, but not knowing the specifics is almost more painful. It could be 5 million, 20 million, or 50 million. Most producers don't even see a dime until break even, he says, when a studio recoups the entire cost of its production budget. Okay. We build out the more complex cases against bigger piracy groups. We try to take them down and prevent them from reconstituting. Okay. Groups like the MPA still encounter piracy in the form of physical media. For example, MPA routinely goes after rogue manufacturers of set-top boxes that help users pirate Netflix, Disney Plus, and other subscription media platforms. Yeah, Fire Stick used to save a lot of people's lives. Okay, they make pretty creative contraptions to conceal how they record. It's not Kramer with the camcorder anymore. Another new threat is camera-enabled eyewear such as Meta AI glasses. Although the devices currently can record only 3 to 5 minutes of video, Nat worries that criminals will be able to use AI to improve the quality of pirated recordings, smoothing out jerkiness or camera glitches. Okay. Finding a full, perfect copy of a movie online will probably keep you from buying a ticket and seeing it in person. I mean, one person that comes to mind, I hate to be that, Star openly brags about watching movies on free movie sites. Star never goes and spends his hard-earned money purchasing a ticket to watch these movies. He's always openly bragging about watching everything pirated for free. Okay. It is what it is. I get it. Let me see. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. All right. That's that. That's the piracy. That's the piracy. Let's go here. Now. Oh, come on. Don't put it behind a paywall. Is it behind a paywall? They're going to put it behind a paywall. Okay, let me see if I can find a copy and pasted version. Paramount. Let me see if I can get a non. Okay. Oh, please don't put it behind. God damn it. Y'all really gonna make me pay for it. I might have to buy it. I might have to just pay for it. Okay. Let me go here. Now, remember when we talked about the Paramount Warner Brothers merger acquisition, rather, 12 states were suing. We're suing to stop this deal based on Article 7 of the Clayton Act. I still got dummies in my comments trying to debate me on the merits of the lawsuit. If that's not the case, once again, the whole basis of Article 7 of the Clayton Act is that whatever company is acquiring the next company cannot control more than 30%. Cannot. That's why the Disney-Fox merger was completed. Now remember, when Disney acquired Fox, the Department of Justice sued, right? It was clear violation. What did Disney have to do to come under compliance? Sell off all the other Fox stuff. And then once it came under 30%, they were allowed to acquire Fox Pictures. It's just that simple. Politics, yeah, but the law is the law. Okay? So now you have Paramount floating the idea of selling bits and pieces of Warner Brothers off. Why would you do that if what you're doing is not illegal? They have to come under that 30% compliance to satisfy Article 7 of the Clayton Act. Don't waste your time trying to correct me. I know what I'm talking about. Literally, we're 48 hours. Now all of a sudden Paramount is floating the idea of selling bits and pieces. And guess what? Guess who's waiting in the wings to buy some of those pieces? Netflix. So what we can assume is going to happen eventually is Warner Brothers will be sold off separately. DC will be sold off separately. Other bits and pieces of Warner Media will be sold off to other companies. And that's what's going to happen. And then whatever Paramount wants to keep under compliance, that's what they're going to keep. It's just that simple. I refuse to debate anybody on this at this point. You're dumb. If you want to, no, you don't. You're dumb. You're stupid. You really are. Okay? Okay, let's go here. Let me see. Okay, don't give me the ads. Oh, I'm waiting to skip the ads. Hold on. There's an ad playing. Okay, let's go here.
Hannah, let's start with the interpersonal drama of the California AG canceling this meeting. Is that a blow? Was that necessary for Paramount Skydance to get this over the line?
I think it shows the tension that's between these two parties and that these negotiations are going to carry on. We do not know when the next meeting is scheduled. There have been some ugly accusations here.
Yeah, it's not great for him to come out and say, we don't like what you're leaking to the media and all of that, but at the same time.
Shout out to Rob Banta, the AG of California. He's like, this is illegal. Shout out to him. He's leading the charge.
It's clear that Paramount is being forwarded. Here's some remediation steps we could take to satisfy your
remediation.
concerns. Things like spinning off HGTV, would that be enough to address some of these concerns?
Yeah, so we reported earlier this week that HGTV and the Food Network, that Paramount would maybe considering selling those Warner Brothers assets, and that they've gone back and forth on it. So yeah, that could be on the table. And we know that, there are potential bidders sort of eyeing these assets. Paramount could also maybe sell off Comedy Central, and New Line Cinema, which is part of Warner Brothers, that could also be a valuable asset.
Is there movement forward, at least? I know this deal was canceled and they're doing these things, but does it seem like this, Hannah's just going to keep dragging out?
It does, and that could get very expensive for Paramount
Rob,
because it has to pay.
Listen, Rob doesn't care. The ticking fee starts in October. The trial doesn't start till March. Rob doesn't care. It's illegal. Sell off what you have to sell off to get under 30% to satisfy Article 7 of the Clayton Act, and then this deal can move forward. And that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Ticking fee if the deal doesn't close by the end of September. So yeah, it could be a big price tag for them.
Yeah. Shout out to Rob Banta. He's giving zero fucks. Zero. Oh shit. What is this? Hold up. Okay. Let me get out of this. Hold up. What are you doing? Get out of there. Wait. Okay, now let me get to Rob Banta himself. Where is it? Hold on. Bear with me. Oh shoot. Did I X out of it? No, I'm talking about X out of it. Okay, that's fine. We can find it. Banta Paramount. Where's the video of him talking about it? Okay. This is the guy leading the charge. This is the guy. He's in the right. He's supposed to do this. Once again, if you're going to bring up the Disney Fox, they had to sell off a whole bunch of Fox property to come under compliance. And the merger was allowed to take place with Disney Fox. This is the guy leading the charge. He's in the right.
Defending his handling of the Paramount Warner Brothers merger. As others push for a resolution, our Conan Nolan had a chance to sit down with Banta today for a one-on-one interview.
It is a high-profile legal fight currently being waged, not in a courtroom, but in the court of public opinion.
And I think that's a mistake. I think that only thing that matters is the court of law. That's where we're winning.
California Attorney General Rob Banta today defending his decision to call off settlement talks with Paramount Skydance and its CEO, David Ellison, over his proposed $111 billion merger with Warner Brothers Discovery. Banta claiming the details of a preliminary meeting had been leaked by Paramount.
You don't share publicly, including to the press, what is said in those meetings, and you don't misrepresent what is said in those meetings publicly or to the press, and they violated those rules.
You don't believe them when they said we didn't leak it?
Well, there were leaks. Who leaked them? Me? Of course they leaked them.
The state attorney general's antitrust lawsuit against the merger that it would negatively impact jobs and competition in the film and TV industry recently faced a setback when it was announced that the nation's three largest theater chains, AMC, Regal, and Cinemark, now support the Paramount WB merger.
Those are obviously big players. It'll be interesting to see what Mr. Ellison and Paramount offered them for them to change their tune. But we are very confident in our case.
Ellison has said he's considering moving Paramount to another state if California continues to block the merger. And some appeared to be pressuring the AG to wrap things up. This was Mayor Karen Bass last week.
While there are varying perspectives on the proposed transaction,
Of all the people who want to speak on this, Karen Bass. Okay.
Today we are united around one clear message. It is time for all parties to come to the table. This is not about taking sides.
It seems like she was saying, Rob Banta, make a deal.
She's broadly asking for the thing that we already agree with. Nobody is saying accept the merger as it is. Wave it through without changing a thing, without any conditions, without any requirements, without any structural changes. Nobody's saying that. They all want a settlement, but the devil's always in the details.
But for those details to be worked out, the two sides need to meet. And so far, Banta says no settlement meetings between his office and Paramount have been scheduled. So everybody's holding their breath on this. He believes he has the momentum, but there's lots of saber rattling on the other side.
There's a time frame on that.
All right, so let me get y'all up to speed again. Let's go over it one more time. This is why Rob Banta is standing on business. This is why Rob Banta is doing what he's legally allowed to do, and why 11 other states are following suit. It's not just California. Hello. Here we go. It's really, really simple. Okay. Once again, the Clayton Act therefore requires the agencies to assess whether mergers present risk to competition. Okay? If there's 5 studios and Paramount acquires a studio, then you're left with 4. That lessens competition. It's just that simple. All right? The Supreme Court has explained that Section 7 itself creates a relatively expansive definition of antitrust liability. To show that a merger is unlawful, a plaintiff need only prove that its effect may be substantially to lessen competition. You're going to lose jobs whether Paramount acquires Warner Brothers or not. So if you want to leave. That's how I'm looking at it. Y'all complain about Hollywood, right? You complain about Hollywood. You want Hollywood to burn, the fall of Rome. Okay, well then let it fall. So what's the problem? I'm not understanding. You want Hollywood to either live or die. And the majority of the sentiments I keep hearing is you want Hollywood to die. It deserves to die. It shot itself in both feet. It did this to itself. Okay, well then let it die. Then let him take it to Tennessee or to Austin, Texas. Whoop-dee-doo. Whoop-dee-doo. Unless you're in that industry, you're not affected. How's it going to affect you? You at home right now. How is Paramount moving to Texas or Tennessee going to affect you? Your app's still going to work, right? You're still going to go to the movies, yes? Okay, then. I'm just saying. Let's see. Maybe substantially to lessen competition or to tend to create a monopoly. Okay? It's just that simple. This is why Rob is like, fuck your meeting. I don't give a damn. I'm not under the gun. You guys are. Now, all of a sudden, Paramount wants to float the idea of selling off companies. The same way Disney did with Fox. Sell off a whole bunch of Fox properties to come under the compliance. I don't know what else to tell you. I can't explain to you any more. If you're 5 years old, I think you understand if I'm the way I'm explaining it to you. Matter of fact, this is how desperate these other states are. Where's it at? Hold up. Let me find the other state. We're going to decline this. X out of this. What is this? Okay, hold on. Where is it? Is it Deadline? No. Is it Variety? No. Is it The Wrap? Not The Wrap. I got a bunch of articles, y'all. Hold on. Look at this dumb shit here. The Iowa State Attorney General says she's taking California's Rob Banta to Supreme Court over Paramount lawsuit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? How dumb are you? She wants to take California to the Supreme Court over this Paramount deal. Did y'all hear this? Sharing why she plans to bring California directly to the Supreme Court over filing a brief in the state. She says, Bird argued that Paramount's acquisition of Warner Brothers would help the economy rather than hurt it, stating that 12 states have overridden that judgment for the entire country, and Iowans never get a vote. California is once again trying to be the country's regulator, and once again, California is defying common sense to raise costs around the country. Why aren't you suing the 11 other states that are following suit? Why is it California? Why aren't you? There's 11 other states lockstep with California, but okay. That makes this a dispute between the states, and the Constitution says that those only can be heard in the U.S. Supreme Court. Iowa cannot sue California in a district court because Congress said no. Intervening in California's chosen form raises the same problem, at least until the Supreme Court tells us whether it agrees with Congress that it is the only court that can hear this case. Without that ruling, we would be walking into a case filed by California before a judge with no authority to decide a controversy between states. So Look at this dumb shit here. Wait. Assuming that Iowa could get oral arguments scheduled between October 26 and April 27, a decision wouldn't be made until late June or early July. It's worth noting that June 4, 2027 marks the contractual expiration date when Warner Brothers can walk away from that $110 billion merger. Okay? So, once again, this is when the ticking fee starts. And then California, they go to court in March. This is not going to matter. This is not going to matter. Bitch, you have no power here. Okay? You have no power here. Donald Trump campaigned on behalf of the Iowa State AG, who opened the op-ed by arguing that despite there currently being more streaming services than ever, almost any Iowa family has noticed that there are fewer quality shows and that what they are watching just gets more expensive. That's what happens when one company gets too far out in front and the companies chasing it are too small to catch up. In other words, not enough real competition means everyday Iowans and everyday Americans are paying more. Bitch, what? If Paramount acquires Warner Brothers, that's one less studio to offer you content. Do you see the problem here? Do you not look at the record industry? We only have 3 major record labels, and I mean majors. All the subsidiaries and incubators don't no longer matter. It's Warner Brothers, Universal, Sony. That's it. 3 majors. This is what, and I've said this years ago, that Hollywood's going to end up like the music business. You're going to have 3 to 4 major studios. That's it. That's all. So good luck with this. But this is idiotic. Okay? Once again, beginning in October, Paramount is contractually obligated to pay Warner Brothers roughly $7 million a day for as long as this transaction sits in limbo. You think Rob Banta really cares? And the trial that 12 state attorney generals have engineered will not even start until March of 2027. There's 12 other states. Okay? That money could have lowered streaming costs, but instead of is being burned on a lawsuit. They have no intent on lowering streaming costs. YouTube just raised its YouTube premium price. Everybody else has been raising their prices. What the fuck are we talking about? Remember 3 years ago, it was like $5 a month for all of the sites. Remember when it used to be $5 a month? Now it's 12, 15, 17, 18 bucks a month per streaming site. Right? How long did you think it was going to stay at $5, $6, $10? All right? This is, once again, stupid. All right? Is Georgia Peach a major studio? No, that's the logo for the state of Georgia. Their film division. They don't have. It's a. So when you see where it was shot, that's their logo to let you know where it was shot. Like even Vancouver, Montreal, the UK, they all have their own logos at the end of the credits to let you know where it was shot at, or if it was produced on a particular set. But there's no Georgia studio per se. No. They just let you know where it was located when the production took place. Yeah, the film commission. Yeah, that's it. That's not a studio. They're the ones that offer the tax credits. The studios go through them and get approvals for how much tax credits they have for bringing their production to that state, city, county, whatever the case may be. They just run the numbers of like, okay, this is how much we're going to give you for coming here to shoot here. That's pretty much it. Yeah. But this is stupid, man. This is where we're at. Once again, shout out to Rob Banta. He's not going to blink first. Let's go here. Oh, listen, speaking of Disney offering voluntary early retirement packages. I wonder why. As part of Disney's cost reduction efforts, they got a new CEO. His name is Josh. Josh D'Amaro is the new CEO of Walt Disney. So when I hear dummies talk about Bob Iger getting with a venture capitalist firm to buy the Lakers, they keep saying Disney owner. He's not an owner. He never was. He just ran the joint. He's no longer there. They brought him back after Bob Chapek got thrown under the bus. Now Bob Chapek is spilling all the beans about Bob Iger and Disney. Right? So the new guy is Josh D'Amaro, the new CEO of Disney. Let's continue. And you know what? The new guys come in. The first thing they do is they cut anybody that's costing them extra money. They always cut. Workers. So they're offering long-time executives early retirement. Right? We'll give eligible executives the opportunity to retire now with an enhanced retirement package that recognizes their service and contributions. The offer comes amid ongoing layoffs with the elimination of 1,000 roles announced in April, followed by a round of cuts in July, and Disney CEO Josh D'Amaro and CFO Hugh Johnston telling investors earlier this month that more are coming. Okay. This is one of several actions we're taking to reshape our organization, including involuntary staff reductions that have already begun in some areas and will continue into next year. Okay. Let's see. Variation of voluntary buyouts with age as a factor. Geez, so the older you are, you're on a chopping block. The older you are, you're on a chopping block. Eligible for early retirement are U.S.-based executives of director through EVP levels across Disney Entertainment, ESPN, and corporate, including those working outside the U.S. on a temporary assignment through DESI, who meet the threshold of 65 points calculated by adding up their age and the number of years they have worked for Disney with a minimum age of 50 and at least 10 years at the company. God damn, they done reduced you to a number. 65 points. They done reduced you down to a number. You're just numbers to these people. Are you an asset or a liability? It's just that simple. How much are you costing the company? Wow. So God forbid you're 60 years old and you've been there for 10 years. You're out of here. The offer does not apply to employees on contract, which means that most high-level Disney executives do not qualify. Nasty work. The early retirement package includes separation pay up to a year based on tenure and level. For the length of the severance period, the departing executives will be entitled to health care at employee rates. The package also allows continued vesting of existing equity awards for the next 3 years, something Disney employees don't get to keep when they exit Disney unless they retire. The offer comes with another perk that has been reserved only for Disney retirees upon leaving the company: continued Silver Pass access for life, providing free entry to the Disney theme parks outside of blackout dates. Wow, what a slap in the face. Not only are you too old to work, they're still going to let you come to their theme parks to bring your punk ass kids back to the job that let you go because you're too old. You see how they do regular folk? You see how they do regular people? Small potatoes. You people are small potatoes. Accepting the early retirement offer does not preclude those taking it from getting a new job. It does not include a non-compete or other restrictions on future employment at other companies. So those who get hired during or after their severance period will be able to keep the separation pay. Well, that's good. If they are still on Disney's health insurance at the time of them joining another company, they are expected to switch to health coverage provided by their new employer. Eligible executives will have a defined election window, the length of which is unclear, followed by a confirmation period. Coleman stressed that participation is entirely optional and no eligible executive is required to elect the offer. Still, with layoffs expected to continue under initiative launched by new Disney CEO D'Amaro to streamline operations, qualifying executives likely would be enticed to take Vero if they think their job is in danger. Voluntary buyouts always offer better terms than involuntary staff reductions. Nasty, nasty work. In her memo, Coleman noted that the Veros and the planned layoffs are part of the plan for meaningfully reducing costs as part of our ongoing transformation. It's always about the money. It's always about the money. After D'Amaro in April revealed layoffs affecting up to 1,000 employees, Disney in July eliminated several hundred positions, with Pixar, National Geographic among the divisions most affected by the cuts. This is the email he sent out. We've been evaluating a range of options, and the next phase includes introducing a voluntary early retirement Vero for defined groups of eligible executives. By offering a voluntary retirement program, we hope to give eligible employees an opportunity to make a personal decision on their own terms before broader organizational decisions are finalized. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. This is the email he sent out. Wow. Wow. And this is what he looks like. He's a young guy. He came under Bob Iger. Josh Tomorrow. There we go. This is him. This is the new guy running Disney. Josh Tomorrow. Okay. It was between him and a woman, and they gave her a lateral position, but he still runs everything. He's the guy. This is the guy. So no more Bob Iger. See? Yeah, he was like his protege. Yeah, this is the guy. Yeah. That's him. Old guard, new guard. Old guard, new guard. Okay? All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna X out of that. Okay, Shonda Rhimes. Listen. Michael just is on Stars. The movie Michael is on Stars. I can only imagine what those numbers are going to look like streaming wise, right? So hopefully I ain't got to hear about 50 Cent bragging about his BS numbers about Fightland, because Michael is on Stars. Okay. Speaking of 50 Cent, Shonda Rhimes renews Netflix overall deal for 5 years. Shonda Rhimes out here killing it. Let's see. She's been at Netflix since 2017. I'm thrilled to extend our partnership with the incomparable Shonda Rhimes. Few creative partnerships have shown what's possible when singular vision meets a global stage. Stories that become genuine phenomena, shaping fashion, music, and culture far beyond the screen. Nearly a decade in, this partnership keeps proving that Shonda's instincts aren't just brilliant storytelling. They're a blueprint for what a hit can become. Netflix Chief Content Officer Bella Baharia said Tuesday, "We couldn't be prouder to remain the home where Shondaland continues to surprise and entertain audiences around the world." This move comes as Rhimes and Netflix has continued to benefit from the success of Bridgerton. I have not watched one episode of Bridgerton, and I don't plan on doing so. And I'm saying it's a bad show. This doesn't appeal to me. It also solidifies Rhimes' standing at the platform after other top creators left. The Duffer Brothers signed an overall deal with Paramount. Ryan Murphy created Netflix's Monster franchise, moved back to Disney in 2023. Okay. For almost a decade, Netflix has provided Shondaland with the autonomy and support to tell our kind of stories. Stories that both entertain and reflect diversity. There you go. And humanity in a way that resonates with audiences around the world. I am so thankful to Ted, Bella, and the entire Netflix team for their continued partnership, trust, and enthusiasm. Let's go. Bridgerton has become one of Netflix's tentpole series since its debut in 2020 with the franchise, including a limited prequel series, Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. So we're going to have the Black Queen Charlotte, I'm sure, amassing 610 million views since 2023. It has even extended beyond the screen to immersive live events for the streamer, including the Queen's Ball, a Bridgerton experience, a Bridgerton concert series, and activations at the Netflix house locations in Philadelphia. Killing it. This is how you do a streaming show. This is how you expand a streaming show. Killing it. Other Shondaland series at the streamer include Anna Delvey's scripted series Inventing Anna and The Residents. The production company also released documentaries at Netflix such as The Black Barbie and Dance Dreams, Hot Chocolate Nutcracker. The upcoming Grey's Anatomy Texas spinoff will land at Netflix and is set to premiere in 2027. The series was created by Rhimes and current Grey's showrunner Meg Moranis. This is how you do it, man. This is how you fucking do it. This is how you do it. Shout out to her. Congrats to her. Man, she hiring? Do we have any jobs? Is she hiring? Man, how do you like your coffee? Now, okay, let's go here. For those that care, I care. I care about this. This is your new RoboCop, Dan Stevens. This is the new RoboCop for Amazon's RoboCop series. I'm here for it. I'm a fan of Paul Verhoeven. I grew up on RoboCop. I'm here for it. This matters to me. Okay. Dan Stevens will lead Prime Video's upcoming RoboCop series. I hope it's in the same vein as Paul Verhoeven with the satire, the blood and guts, the big guns. I hope it's in that same vein. Because if it is, I'm here for it. The adventures of OCP, right? I'm here for it. Executive producers, James Wan. It's a win. Michael Clear and Rob Hackett. Blumhouse. This is a win. That means there's going to be lots of blood and guts. I'm here for it. Blood and guts, people. There's going to be some horror, some blood and guts. You cannot go wrong with James Wan and Jason Blumhouse. Everything they touch turns to gold. Ed Neumeyer, Michael Miner, who co-created and co-wrote the original RoboCop film, also served as executive producer for the series. This is going to kick ass. The series will be 8 episodes. This is going to whoop so much ass. This is going to whoop so much ass. Okay. Adam Wingard for Onslaught. Okay, we don't care about that. Okay, I'm here for this. I grew up on this stuff. This matters to me. This matters to me. I can't wait to see that thing when it's released. Okay. Let's go here. Do you care? Black Mirror season 8. My gosh. How many conspiracies that have come to light, that have come true based off Black Mirror. Season 8, y'all. Season 8. Started shooting this summer. No launch date for the new season has been set. Okay. All right. Charlie Brooker's coming back. All right. Black Mirror season 8, y'all. I thought it was kind of getting a little bit long in the tooth. I mean, how many times can you tell us different stuff is going to happen when it comes to dystopian tech oligarch, stuff? I get it. Okay. We're almost done with Hollywood. Oh, okay. We're getting a Flintstones reboot. Do you care about this? This might be good. We're getting another Flintstones movie, y'all. A spinoff, per se. All right, Ryan Gosling will play adult Bam Bam. Do you like this? I like this. I like this. This might be good. This might be good. This might be good. Okay. Ryan Gosling, early development on a live-action Flintstones feature project at Warner Brothers. It would center around a grown-up Bam Bam. They're looking for a writer. Okay. Okay, I'm here for it. If they can pull this off, I'm here for it. A grown-up Bam Bam. I just want to know who is going to be Pebbles. Who's going to be Pebbles? Who is going to be Pebbles? I'm here for this. I like this idea. If they do it right, a smart story. It's all in the writing, y'all. It's all in the writing. It's all in the writing. Okay, why did I pull this up? Why do I have this article up? New York Times, AI tool for readers. Daily Wire. Oh, okay. Well, let's go here. Daily Wire. And do me a favor. Please get the likes up. There's 63 and it's only 26 likes. Please do me a favor and just like the stream. All right. Daily Wire turnover. Let's see. One of the biggest players in conservative media is losing its chief financial officer at an unusual moment. Uh-oh. Two people familiar with the move told Semaphore that Matthew Mabry, the Daily Wire CFO, is leaving the company. His departure comes as the Daily Wire seeks to reposition its business and take on new investors. I think if you get rid of Ben Shapiro, you got to get rid of Ben Shapiro or remove him as the face of the Daily Wire or buy him out. I don't know. The Daily Wire it reeks, it stinks of Ben Shapiro. I get it. It's his baby, but you got to get him out of here. You got to get him away from this company. If you're going to, have any shot of being seen as a legit company, you got to get rid of him. You got to get rid of him. The company has been looking to raise as much as $100 million in investment at a $750 million valuation. Financial documents indicated the company has been in talks with High Mount Capital about leading a large investment round with an eye toward potentially going public in the coming years. The company shifted its priorities, scaling back its expensive scripted streaming businesses. And in July, the company sold Jeremy Razor's, one of its lucrative consumer product lines, to now former CEO Jeremy Boring, from whom the brand is named. The company has also been churning through executive level roles in recent months. In addition to Boring's departure last year and Mabry's departure in recent days, the company's former chief operating officer, Chris Williams, left in May. Got to get rid of him. He is cancer. He is toxic. Nobody wants to do business with this guy. Not like this. No. Got to get rid of him. Got to get rid of him. He is the problem. The Daily Wire is not the problem. Ben Shapiro is the problem. Okay? All right. Is that it for Hollywood? I think that's it, y'all. Okay, that's all I got for Hollywood. All right. Okay. What did I have? Okay, let's do... I had Dolly by the numbers. Okay, so obviously Dolly Parton was sick, right? She openly admitted that she was on the tail end of her lifespan. I don't think a lot of people, I think a lot of people missed it. I think a lot of people missed it. Okay. Let's go here. Wait. Hold up. No, we're gonna go back to Hollywood real quick. We're gonna go back to Hollywood just for a brief moment. Now, okay, wait. Michaela Cole. She's sparked a huge debate online. Once again, I know it's online, I get it. But I think people tend to forget or don't realize that she's a man, y'all. She's a man. And once again, women, oh my God. What gender? See, we're changing her gender. Okay. Hold up. Hold on. Wait. Let me find it. Now, I remember when she first came out, they had her listed as a man. Now, I don't know what changed the narrative. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, she's a woman. I'm just telling you what I remember. Hold up. This is the person we're talking about. Okay. Michaela Cole. Okay. Now all of a sudden, she's a woman. I remember when this person was first getting popular, right? They had her as a man. I shit you not. That she had that series on HBO called I May Destroy You. They were calling her a man. Now all of a sudden she's a woman. Okay? Now I know the person was born in Ghana, right? But I remember she was all the rage because she was a man. Okay? I'm not crazy. I remember. Hold up. So now the internet is all ablaze, right? Or mainly X, right? And I'm like, no, I remember they said she was a man. And so now everyone's like, oh, her face card, her face card. Oh, okay. I mean, if this, she looks like a goddamn Saluki or Afghan hound. I don't know. Is this face card? Does this look good to y'all? Does this look good to y'all? Does this look good to y'all? I'm just asking questions, man. Does this look good to y'all? Is this a pretty woman to you, beautiful? I don't know. I'm just, all I know is people like, this motherfucker's fine. Face card on point. Like, she gorgeous. Yes, she is. It wasn't as strong on chewing gum. I liked the Aristo. Okay, man. I remember her coming out and she was labeled a man. Nonetheless, she looks like J and K are about to show up. Oh no, why are we pretending that this is beautiful? Oh no, I'm pretty sure I saw this in Planet of the Apes 2 like 20 years ago. That's not a human. She's my Kat Matui fan cast for DCU. Oh my God. She did something to her face, didn't she? I remember her from chewing gum. She has an iPhone face now. Okay. If someone drew her, they called her racist. I mean, okay, man. People are weird, calling someone ugly like they can create humans. Not pretty, bizarre face, but cool. She would make a great alien in a movie. I'm done. Look like you turned to stone after seeing her from the shot. She looks like a damn alien. Is this her resting face? I don't want to see her angry face. She didn't eat in any way. She is awful. She got the look of a Balenciaga model. Where is her frontal lobe? You bitches lying. No, you lying. You never want to look like that. Strong face card. If I drew it, it would be a hate crime. Oh no. Oh no. She's like a painting. Okay, her face looks like Pegasus, Hercules' horse. They lightened her up. She paid to become like that nonsense. The face doesn't even match the name at all. God damn, she looks like an alien hybrid. That's a mutant. And later, them gonna say he created us in his image. She looks like how Pixar draws black people. Good grief. Hey, once again. Wait, this is the same babe from chewing gum? She's not ugly. She looks like what AI will convert a Bible drawing into. She reminds me of an Avatar character in the best way possible. She's an alien. Okay, now I see it. That's definitely not her original nose. Don't curse me with this beast. Once again, I'm just... What say y'all? What say y'all? Look at this. Queen of side card. A side face card. She's a sculptor's dream. Oh no, not that. We got like that. Okay. She looks she looks like this kind of dinosaur. Why? Why is the internet like this? Queen of the Animorphs, more like it. Oh, Queen of side face card. No. See. I'm not doing this with y'all. Why are people pretending that this is beautiful? Oh my God. She reminded me, she reminded of a character from the picture at the ending credits of Good Times. No. Why? No. Why, y'all? Why? Okay. Only people who watched chewing gum before will know that she's had work done on her face. Okay. Okay, hey man, listen. Hey, they're saying this is queen of the face side card. Whew, shit. Okay, let's let's keep it going. I'll pass. Different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks. Okay. So now let's get to Dolly Parton. Let's get to Dolly Parton. Now, don't forget. I love Dolly, but don't forget. Do not forget.
Well, hey, it's me. I'm finally going to get my vaccine. I'm so excited. I've been waiting a while. I'm old enough to get it, and I'm smart enough to get it. So I'm very happy that I'm going to get my Moderna shot today. And I wanted to tell everybody, I think you should get out there and do it too. I even changed one of my songs to fit the occasion. It goes, vaccine, 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 vaccine. I'm begging of you, please don't hesitate. Vaccine, 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 vaccine. 'Cause once you're dead, then that's a bit too late. I know I'm trying to be funny now, but I'm dead serious about the vaccine. I think we all want to get back to normal, whatever that is.
Okay.
And that would be a great shot in the arm, wouldn't it? If we could get back to that.
Okay.
But anyhow, I just wanted to encourage everybody, because the sooner we get to feeling better, the sooner we...
Stop putting these people on pedestals. Stop idolizing and worshiping these people. Stop it. I like Dolly just like y'all. But stop. Stop.
We are going to get back to being normal. So I just want to say to all of you cowards out there.
She called us cowards for not getting the shot. Rest in piss, bitch. Rest in piss. You called us cow. How many times were we called cowards? And all types of everything but a child of God. We were called the devil. We were the problem. Yeah, how many Lupe Fiasco called you a coward? He made you couldn't go to his shows if you didn't show proof that you got vaxxed. Yeah, Lupe Fiasco. To me, he's my top 5 greatest MCs ever. But I would never take him serious. Deion Sanders leveraged the souls of black children at HBCUs for a goddamn football field from Walmart. What y'all talking about, man? What's wrong with some of y'all? I would never worship these people. I like, what? The hell with you? All the programs they got you under? Are you kidding me? I still got people mad at me over the Raekwon stuff. How come you talking about Raekwon like that? How come you didn't ask him to come on your show to explain his position? What? Cooked.
Don't be such a chicken squat. Get out there and get shot.
Hey, remember Rage Against the Machine, Zach De La Roca. If it wasn't for Zach, I wouldn't know what a Zapista was. They even bent the knee to the vaccine stuff. How many Hollywood celebrities called people cowards and murderers for not getting the damn shot? It was so bad that you better not tell nobody you didn't get the shot. You better lie. You know, we were out here lying like, yeah, I got it too. Yeah, we were out here lying. That's how bad it was. For fear of being jumped and excoriated and browbeaten. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here lying to people like, yeah, I got mine too. Knowing damn well if I said, nah, I ain't get it, they come looking for you in the parking lot. Yeah, the hell with Dolly Parton. I'm sorry. Let's go here.
Dolly here, and I just want to send a very special thank you to the Academy of Country Music for honoring me with the Poets Award. You know, I've been able to do many things throughout my life, but at my core, songwriting has always been the most important part of who I am creatively. Every dream I ever had, and all the dreams that I've been able to see come true in life, well, they all started with a song. Songwriting has been my therapy. Songwriting has been my release, my joy. Songwriting has been a gift from God that has allowed me to touch people with words and music. So thank you, God, and thank you, fans around the world, and everyone at ACM's for giving me this very special award. Dolly here, and I just want to
Sorry, y'all. I had to be dad. I had to be dad. Sorry. Okay. My bad. My apologies. Okay. Here we go. This is the last video alluding to her health. I listen, I like Dolly and all, but the hell with her too, man. She calls us cowards for not getting this stuff. And now look at y'all. Look at them. Dropping dead like flies. But come on, let's go here.
Update on a few things going on in my life. First, it's concerning my health. And I have some good news and a little bad news. But the good news is I'm responding really well to meds and treatments, and I'm improving every day. Now, the bad news is it's going to take me a little while before I'm up to stage performance level, because some of the meds and treatments make me a little bit swimmy-headed, as my grandma used to say. And, of course, I can't be dizzy carrying around banjos, guitars, and such on 5-inch heels. And you know that I'm going to be wearing them. Not to mention all those heavy rhinestone outfits, the big hair, my big personality. Lord, that would make anybody swim-headed. But just think of me as like an old classic car that once restored can be better than ever. But when they raised the hood on this old antique, they realized that I need to rebuild my engine, and that my transmission is slipping, my oil pan is leaking, and my muffler's busted, and my shocks and pistons need to be replaced, and for sure, my spark plugs need to be changed, because you know, as well as I know, that I can't lose my spark. I know, I'm still crazy, but they didn't mention nothing about my mental health. But I've told you before that I've always had problems with my kidney stones. Lord, they dig more stones out of me a year than the rock quarry in Rockwood, Tennessee. But seriously, my immune system and my digestive system got all out of whack over the past 3 years.
Okay, so immune and digestive. So what they're saying is basically she died from cancer. I'm sure it's going to come out it was cancer related, but let's continue.
And they're working real hard on rebuilding and strengthening those. And hopefully, I'll be up to snuff again soon. Maybe I shouldn't have said snuff. Snuff wouldn't be very good for either of those, would it? Plus, I wouldn't want my lower lip to fall off on top of everything else. That'd be like losing a hubcap, wouldn't it? Anyway, I know I'm being silly, but I'm just trying to keep everything light and airy. They say that happy heart is like good medicine. Do you think I might be over-medicating myself right now? But the truth is, I am still working. I still do videos, I still record, I run up and down to Dollywood now and then, and I'm working hard on getting my museum and my hotel open in Nashville later this year. And I am spending a lot of time writing and reworking on my Broadway musical. It's called Dolly, a true original musical. And that's going to be opening later in New York this fall or early winter. Oh, I know you're thinking, Lord, sick or well, that girl's always promoting something. Well, that's true, but that's how you get it done. And, on a more serious note, I am truly sorry that I'm going to miss all of you that had tickets to see me in Las Vegas. Well, you get home to Vegas, and you have a big time. And hopefully, sometime, you'll come up to New York and maybe see my show. And I'll see you somewhere down the line. But I just want you to know also that a lot of you have been concerned about me and Carl, and you were so great about that. But after going through a year of firsts, the holidays, and especially our wedding anniversary and the day of his death, March 3rd, that was hard for me. But I will always love him, and I'll always miss him. But you would be surprised at how much your love and concern meant to me during that time. Lord, my house and my porch looked like the botanical gardens with all the flowers, and my den looked like the post office with all the cards and letters. Mm-hmm. So yes, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. You have been a big part of my healing. Speaking of Carl and my health, I remember back years ago, I was saying something. I was griping about something hurting or this and that. And Carl said, now, honey, you got to remember, you're not getting any younger. I said, well, honey, you've got to remember that as long as there are plastic surgeons in this world, I'm not getting any older. But anyway, of course, plastic surgeons can make you look as good as they can on the outside.
The fuck is she
but it's
talking
serious
about?
business when you're talking about internal medicine. So I have great doctors, and I'm doing really well, and they assure me that everything I have is treatable. So I'm going with that. And I just want you to know I thank you for standing by me and that I will always love you.
Yeah, okay. Ma'am, you call us cowards. I don't give a damn. Honestly, I gotta run it back. I don't give a damn. So here we go. Let's see. Reveal the country icon's death followed a private cancer battle she never disclosed publicly. A decision a cancer expert says reflects a deeply human instinct to protect one's identity. It's very natural to cling to that identity of being a healthy, vibrant person without a diagnosis of cancer. She surmised likely wanted to be remembered for her legendary career, not a diagnosis at the end of her life. The revelation raises broader questions about why patients keep cancer private, from the overwhelming nature of a diagnosis to the stigma still attached to certain cancers. Okay. Let's go here.
Now, I've told you before, all my fans, that I've had a few little health issues, and sometimes I get a little dizzy, and I get dehydrated. And I'm dehydrated. And so my Nashville doctors kind of clipped my wings, saying, you ain't traveling this week. So I guess if your doctor tells you ain't traveling this week, you ain't traveling this week. But I like to keep all of you in the loop, like I said I would, on everything. So, all is going well on the medical end of things, and I continue working away on all of our other projects, like the Sunteller Hotel and my Life of Many Colors Museum here in Nashville, and my Broadway musical in New York, and that has taken a lot of time. But let's just say I've talked enough about me, don't you think? Eugene, won't you talk about me for a while? I'm just kidding. I do want you to tell everybody about our great new ride, Night Flight Expedition, and you have fun, and I will see you down the road.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. She called us cowards for, let's go here. She called us cowards for not getting shot.
I want you to know that I'm okay. I've got some problems, as I mentioned, back when my husband Carl was very sick. That was for a long time. And then when he passed, I didn't take care of myself. So I let a lot of things go that I should have been taken care of. So anyway, when I got around to it, the doctor said, we need to take care of this. We need to take care of that. Nothing major, but I did have to cancel some things so I could be closer to home, closer to Vanderbilt, you know, where I'm kind of having a few treatments here and there. But I wanted you to know that I'm not dying. There's just a lot of rumors flying around. But I figured if you heard it from me, you'd know that I was okay. I want you to know that I'm okay.
Okay.
I've got some problems.
Okay, you can stop talking. I don't give a damn, honestly. I don't. I didn't even know she said all that about people who decided to opt out of the regime, of the medical regime. I didn't know she said all that. So now I'm just like, the hell with her. Sorry. But now, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm over it, y'all. I don't care, man. I'm over it. Now let me go to the numbers. Somebody asked about the numbers. Oh, let's go here. Okay, so Dolly Parton's sister Stella reveals that Dolly told her she'd allow her medical team to try experimental drugs on her in hopes of helping others in the future, even if there was no hope for her. She told me recently that if there was no hope for her, she would still allow her medical team to try experimental drugs in hope of helping others in the future. Wow. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm good, man. I'm sorry. I'm good. Hold on. Let me get to the numbers. Yeah, whole time. Yeah, I'm over it, man. Hold on. Let me get to the numbers. So let's go here. Okay. All right. You like numbers? Here's your numbers.
Entre deux éclipses, la saison des sacrifices. En gématria, Dolly Parton égale 825 et elle meurt le 25 août, 8-25. Elle est aussi née à 8h25. Son album Jolene dure exactement 25 minutes et 8 secondes. Le 25 août, c'est aussi l'anniversaire de Billy Cyrus. Dolly était la marraine de sa fille, Miley Cyrus.
And I'm proud to be your fairy godmother.
Et le jour de sa mort, Miley annonce sa nouvelle ère, avec une vidéo de New York et un ciel rouge, symbole de sacrifice.
August 25th. This particular date has been important to me personally and in my career.
Quelques jours plus tôt, c'était Hayden Panettiere, celle de la série Heroes, où le logo est une éclipse. Celle qui jouait aussi dans Nashville. Dolly meurt à Nashville. Hayden a également tourné dans Souvenez-vous des Titans. Les Tennessee Titans jouent à Nashville. Et l'équipe appelait Dolly le 12e Titan, photographié dans une loge maçonnique. Elle a demandé le nouveau-né de Taylor Swift.
Taylor and Travis, it's Dolly. When you had the firstborn, can I have it?
Un vrai symbole de sacrifice d'enfant. Elle a promu le vaccin.
Vaccine, 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 vaccine.
Parce que c'était une marionnette maçonnique. Dolly Parton signifie poupée en pièces. Celle qu'on assemble, qu'on utilise et puis qu'on jette.
I hate playing with dolls.
Et maintenant qu'elle a fini son rôle, Miley Cyrus entre dans une nouvelle ère.
Okay. Hey, shout out to him. I'm not doing all this work. I'm just not. I have better things to do with my time. Shout out to him. I'm not doing all that work. But shout out to him. Is there anything else? Hold up. Let me find something. Yo, oh, let's go here. Trap Lord Ross. Hey, the Dirk trial is crazy right now. And I can't wait till somebody put hands on Trap Lord Ross. I don't know why people watch his videos. He doesn't even live here in the States. Half of his information is wrong. And so one of the people caught him outside the court, right? And so what started all this was that he said that I think the defense attorney was lying. And people got upset, like saying, that's not your place to say. If they're lying in court, let the prosecutor catch it, let the judge catch it. Stop, spreading false information. Like, somebody really need to put hands on people like on Trap Lord Ross, because y'all play too much. Y'all come on here online. People can say the same thing about ACT, right? But you come here online spewing half truths, half falsities, and whether you're a fan of Dirk or not, this is very real, and it's very real to people around him. And when you come online saying things in the possible yellow journalism, people are going to get offended. So they caught his ass yesterday, right?
My brother, you made a folly, a fugaboo, where you said that Lil Durk is blaming everything on Viney. To the person,
that's what
listen.
Said. That is what
but
said. I can't do this right now,
but no,
brother.
listen.
I appreciate that.
I want you to clear that. No, I need you to clear that up. I need you to,
that's what
brother.
said in court, bro.
But no, that's not what's said in court. That's the legal team. Viney took. Listen, why are you running, my guy? This is what I'm saying. Viney, listen. This is all I'm telling you. Hold on, my Belizean brother. Listen, all I'm saying is Viney took accountability and then tried to drag Dirk in.
Why did DD's lawyers say that Vonnie is acting with the cartel?
I have no idea. All I'm saying is we don't want you to put the narrative out there that Lil Durk is on the stand or testifying against anybody. You said Dirk is blaming it on him.
He is.
He's not. The legal team is saying he has nothing to do with Viney except the responsibility for it. Do you understand? Do you understand the difference, sir? Huh? Okay. My brother.
Y'all play too much. Trap Lord Ross says y'all play too much. Keep coming outside more often, and you're going to get met with energy like this. Yeah, keep applying the pressure. Keep applying the pressure. Like, don't ever send me Trap Lord Ross videos. I don't give a damn. I've been saying for half the stuff he gets wrong to begin with. Sir, you don't even live in this country. Right? And so then his punk ass, then it gets super weak. Hold up. Then it gets super weak. Then he turns into a whole bitch. He turned into a whole bitch. Where is it at? Let me find that tweet. He turned into a whole bitch. Look here. I'm getting threatened with violence if I don't change my coverage on Dirk. People contacting me saying that they will come to my house and hurt me if I don't start being positive about Dirk despite what I'm hearing in the court. People hate free speech, it seems. No. No, just report. Just do your job. Just report. You're not even a journalist. Just report. Do not insert your feelings or opinions. Just report what's being said in court. That's it. That's all. And you won't have these problems. But come on. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Come on, let's go here.
Got the Free Dirt Brigade right here. All right, they're doing their thing. You see what they got going on, man. They see what they got going on. Okay. So you know what's funny? It wasn't just Dirk that got snitched on today. They were snitching on me too. A bunch of people lied and said that I was wearing Meta glasses in the courtroom when I wasn't. They tried to remove me. They questioned me, but they saw that I was not wearing Meta glasses. So it seems like Dirk supporters might be bigger snitches than they're letting on. So I don't know if any of these folks here are snitches, but I just saw Jam's testimony, people talking about I'm the police, but I just saw the biggest cooperator in this case reporting and giving his opinion on a whole bunch of crazy things. So they got all this energy from me. I ain't heard nobody mention Jam once yet. I ain't heard nobody mention nothing about Jam. I don't know what Jam got going on. So I've got all of the info about everything that Jam had to say. We got a lot of emotional people out here talking.
Why are you playing with these people? But this is what you want. Okay.
Whole load of nonsense, okay? So it is an absolute mess at the courthouse. They're snitching on me. They're snitching on Dirk. It is an absolute disaster out here. I can't believe the state of things out here outside the courthouse. So look, I'm going to give you guys a whole bunch of updates. I'm going to update you on absolutely everything that happened. I've got everything. They trying to hide the truth. They trying to hide the truth, man. They don't want me to speak the truth. They're going to be pissed when you hear what Jam had to say in the courtroom. It was insane.
Yeah, Jam admitted to 3 murders. I mean, OTF Jam said he was the guy. I mean, oh my God. Oh, yeah, his testimony was crazy. Off the rip, he's like, yeah, I killed 3 people. Like, these young men have, no boundaries. Like, they just, no compunction. Just.
Jam had a whole lot to say, and these guys are going to be very, very mad and upset when they hear what Jam had to say, because Jam absolutely cooked Lil Dirk in that courtroom.
All you had to do is just report. This is not journalism. Journalists don't go out and incite the ire of the public opinion. They just go and report what's being said. This is not journalism. This is clout chasing under the guise of journalism.
They went crazy. They tried to get me out the courtroom. Brian Steele had a meltdown. He was trying to call a mistrial, and they was not having it. There was absolute chaos going on out there, and everybody is mad. Everybody is pissed. Everybody is upset. So we're going to get into all of it. I'm going to give you guys a whole bunch of updates. I'm going to let you guys know everything that was going on. And none of these folks out here, none of these phonems are going to be able to stop me, man, because it's freedom of speech, freedom of the press. I got a press pass. They can't keep me outside the courtroom. And it's a whole load of nonsense going out here. Dirk's team can't stop this. They ain't going to stop the justice. They ain't going to stop the situation. They definitely ain't going to stop me reporting. So I will be back with a full-blown update for you guys very soon. But for now, I'm going to wrap this one up here and let you know what's going on. They was trying to say I was emotional today, but look at the state of it. Look at the state of it, man. The clout chasing is out of control, but who's got all the motion over here? I don't know, but I'll see you guys in the next video. It's crazy. Peace.
Wow. Okay. If y'all don't think these young folk gonna put hands on you, wait, y'all the same ones talking about I don't want to be around YNs. Well, why not? Because they like to do things to people that expire lives, and they like to, put, create expiration dates on people. Okay. Yeah, stop bitching. Just be a journalist. You letting fans make you choose a side when you're supposed to be a journalist. You'll never be where you want because you pick sides. Yeah, don't pick. Yeah, just report. You can state facts. That's not the issue. The problem, I think, is interpretation of what's being said in court. I think you should focus strictly on what is stated and don't assume anything. Don't connect anything to anything. Yeah, just yeah. Funny how you keep saying this like this on Twitter, then make a video saying you got pressed, but use finger quotes like that didn't happen. At least don't act tough and says he pussy. It's like you got an ego and you got to uphold. Yeah. Shut your bitch ass. Stop clout chasing. You see academic scary ass behind the computer talking smack. You should have done the same thing. Nobody told you to go to the actual trial, dummy. You're not being unbiased, bro. How you a fan of the man but want him in jail? You from the UK, so you believe every person who is charged is guilty. You're going to F around and they team going to take your ass. I mean, I'm just saying, man. Don't stop reporting. Beef up your security. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. You can't have it both ways, y'all. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways.
All right, so I'm back here. I'm back outside the courthouse. You know what's going on, man. We're back here for Dirk. This is day 6, I believe. But what's truly crazy is OTF Jam was on the stand at the end of the day yesterday. He's going to be continuing his testimony today. It's going to be crazy. Now, obviously, you saw me getting mobbed by Dirk fans yesterday. I'm not going to lie. There's been a lot of weird stuff going on. I'm getting all types of DMs, all types of people threatening me, saying they're going to drop the low. Bro, you know where I'm at every single day, bro. I'm not scared of you guys. But at the end of the day, it is absolutely crazy. Everybody's trying to suppress free speech. I wonder if anybody's got to lie on me again today. All of these guys acting like they're tough, big free Dirk. But I think some of you guys are snitching. You're over here talking to the courthouse staff, talking about he's wearing meta glasses. No, I'm not. Ain't nothing meta about these glasses at all. It's cap. You guys are snitches and you guys are liars, bro. And OTF Jam is up there, you know, doing his thing, informing on Dirk. And you've got people in the courthouse that are literally trying to tell on me. It is absolutely insane. It's insane. And look, I just want to remind everybody, bro, I'm a civilian. Yeah, I'm out here. I've got security. People are keeping me safe. But at the end of the day, bro, if you're really that much of a crash out, that you want to threaten me, you want to come and hurt me, you want to come and try and intimidate me on courthouse.
You cover a lifestyle where violence is for breakfast. I don't understand. You cover a lifestyle, a musical genre where violence is they have violence for breakfast, and a murder is brunch. Did he forget? Okay.
Grounds on a federal building, bro. You might meet Dirk. You might be in there with Dirk very soon, bro. And I'm a civilian, bro. I'm not trying to say anything other than if you're really out here threatening me, if you're threatening to commit crime on federal grounds, bro, I'm probably, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna work with whoever I got to work with to make sure that you go and meet Dirk. You're gonna be meeting Dirk soon if that's really how you want to go about it. But you know, it's super disappointing to see how kind of Dirk's team have been moving, how other people have been moving. But at the end of the day, nobody is gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep telling the truth. I'm not gonna change my stories. I'm not gonna water it down because all the free Dirk fans are salty. Everybody that was in the courtroom saw what went down, and everybody that's on the free Dirk side of this is scrambling to try and find a way.
These young men eat violence for breakfast. It's like a seaweed snack to them. Why are we? Here we go. This was 22 hours ago. I might take a break from tweeting. Dirk's team acting very unprofessional, screaming, delete the tweet in my face outside the courtroom, leading to the court marshals having to step in. Very disappointing and intimidating conduct toward the press. You're not even press. You're not acting as a member of the press. You're inserting yourself into the case in a way that comes across as unprofessional and at times lacking the neutrality expected from someone covering an ongoing legal matter. Some of the language you use also gives the impression that you're leaning toward a particular reason or narrative or outcome. If I were in your position, I'd either maintain a completely neutral perspective and continue covering the case objectively or take a step back from covering it altogether. I might take a break from tweeting is the softest thing I've ever heard. I know that Von tattoo on your body, itching ass. Yeah, this guy's a whole clown, man. Don't ever send me this nigga's video. Ever. Let's go here. Don't ever send me this video.
We don't give a fuck. Shut your pussy ass up, nigga. Shut your bitch ass up. We don't give a fuck. Stupid ass nigga. We don't give a fuck. Shut your bitch ass up. We don't give a fuck, nigga. We don't care.
It ain't gonna do nothing.
We don't give a fuck.
It's not gonna stop.
We don't give a fuck.
Dirk literally took,
Tell him
like,
we don't
Dirk
care.
literally got pointed out. He looked so disappointed. He looked heartbroken. There were moments where Jam was sort of like, looked like he was low-key, like,
this nigga really
shuffling
right here
a little
doing
bit, or like they was playing that video of Didi basically where he admitted to being the murder man, and Jam just shook his head and laughed. He's thinking, you guys cooked yourselves. You talk about I'm the snitch. You
This
guys
shit
cooked
crazy.
yourselves. They played back again in the court. I'm not gonna lie. All of these folks out here that say that they love
This shit
law,
sad.
They don't love law as much as I do.
This shit sad.
No, them UK boys would stab him up with a screwdriver or a zombie knife. Of course. But everybody's always in FBA business, huh? Did I say that? Everybody's always in FBA business.
He about to fuck up. He about to ruin this nigga life. Lil Durk.
Bro, he would never.
He's nigga. The feds is looking at all his videos. He's breaking down everything.
They already said it. He's just doing it after.
No, before that, nigga. That's why the feds picked up Durk. He was doing that before that. He was making videos. Did Durk slide for King Von? Let's break it down before all this shit. On God in heaven.
I did watch it.
That's what I'm saying.
8-hour video.
He did an 8-hour video about how 50 bodies that young boy has. This nigga the police.
Wow. Let's go here. You call yourself Traveler Ross, hip hop historian. Your name is Charles. You don't know nothing about trapping or either lore or law. Weirdo fetish for smear campaigning against black men and delusions of grandeur. Thinking parroting Reddit comments makes you an investigative journalist. It don't. Go play quit it, bitch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. So Kanye showed up. Kanye doing what Kanye does. Kanye is the most Kanye. Listen, Kanye West, Dirk. He showed up at court today, right? That's insane. This nigga really showed up to this damn court. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Oh, that's OTF duty. Right? That's OTF duty. Oh, remember he got accused by that woman, told her son to lie on him about putting things up inside of him. That woman lied. No repercussions, no consequences. I think what you're going to see in the near future is the slow unraveling of feminism. The slow unraveling of feminism. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. Damn, they killed this man's career. I can't be mad at this. Even if Dirk is a homicidal maniac. Nonetheless. At one point, they were all on Def Jam. Records, man. Let's go here.
Look at Kanye West, bro. Kanye West pull it up to the Dirk trial. Shout out to Kanye West.
Kanye, no security, by himself. That's some gangster shit right there. By himself, y'all.
Shout out
That's
to Kanye.
Kanye. By himself.
The system broken, the schools closed, the prisons open.
Kanye.
Look at Kanye West, bro.
That nigga what?
Kanye
Hey,
West.
listen. That's the most gangster thing I've seen all day. He allegedly refused to stand for the judge. Wow. I cannot be mad. Kanye just walked right into the courtroom and sat with Dirk's family. Wow. Many jurors in public and all of Kanye walking into the courtroom seemed like a big distraction from the very serious testimony that was taking place at the time. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Ross had more security than Kanye. I mean, Kanye right now is a way of life.
Says Kanye just came to Dirk's trial, refused to stand for the jury when the break started. Yeah, I was told that Kanye was coming. Many jurors and public are in awe of Kanye walking into the courtroom. It seemed like a big distraction from the very serious testimony taking place. Yeah, well, you know, from what I'm hearing, Dirk is kind of inviting public support on this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. They're saying Dirk he's not opposed to public support. But what Traplo Ross is saying, it's distracting when Kanye walks into the fucking courtroom.
He's the biggest star on the planet, or one of the biggest stars on the planet. All right, I want to get to OTF Jam. Let's get to OTF Jam's testimony, because that's nasty work. This was the shooter. OTF Jam testimony. This was nasty work. This man already copped first 30 minutes of Jamie the Bull, aka OTF Jam. He admitted to 3 murders. My God. Okay. OTF Jam's testimony took a more personal turn as prosecutors questioned him about his connections to Lil Durk, Von, and other OTF members, including claims that Durk supported him financially during and after his 12-year prison sentence. Okay. Jam and King Von. Prosecutors first asked Jam about his knowledge of King Von. Jam confirmed that he knew Von and was shown a photo of him alongside an aerial image of O Block. He testified that he had met Von before going to prison when Von was younger and still living in the neighborhood. Jam identified Von as a member of the Black Disciples and said he spoke with him in 2019 while incarcerated. When prosecutors asked about Von's standing at the time, Jam described him as a real member. However, Jam made clear that he was not particularly close to Von either before or during his incarceration. How Jam met Durk. The questioning then moved to Lil Durk, whom Jam said he was much closer with. Jam testified that he first crossed paths with Durk around 2012-2013, explaining that Durk was known for making music for neighborhood parties. According to Jam, their relationship eventually became close. Durk allegedly helped with Jam's legal fees. Prosecutors asked whether Jam learned that Durk had contributed money toward his legal expenses. Jam said he had. He recalled the amount being approximately $1,000, saying he was surprised because he didn't expect Durk to help. Jam also testified that his communication with Durk increased over time, going from occasional conversations to communicating all the time. Money sent while Jam was in prison. The prosecution also questioned Jam about money allegedly being placed on his books while he was incarcerated. Jam testified that Durk sent money with the amounts initially around $50 to $100 before increasing. According to Jam, Durk personally handled some of the transactions while Jason Smith handled others. Jam said he knew this from seeing MoneyGram and Western Union receipts connected to the payments. Durk allegedly referenced Jam in his music. Prosecutors then turned to Durk's music. Jam testified that he eventually told Durk he had mentioned him in the song. The prosecution played portions of Back Again for the jury and asked Jam to identify the person referenced. Jam said the Jam mentioned in the song was him. He also answered questions about his past preference for Mac 10s and references to receiving money. Can you count on Durk? Prosecutors asked Jam whether Durk was someone he could depend on. Jam answered yes. He described Durk as someone who looked out for him, supported his family, answered his calls, helped when he needed assistance. What happened after prison? Jam testified that Durk continued helping him after his release. According to his testimony, Durk covered expenses Jam needed after getting out and provided him with designer clothing. Jam also said Jason Smith helped handle some of the arrangements. Prosecutors later showed the jury a photograph of Smith holding a picture of King Von, which Jam identified. Okay, the Detroit trip. The prosecution then presented a photograph showing Durk and several others in Detroit. Jam testified that the photo was taken roughly 1 week after his release from prison. He identified several people pictured and said a driver named Sam transported him, Boogie, Twin, Dee and Cousin to Detroit. Jam also identified Asa Houston as the driver on the day of the alleged shooting. This is the picture.
Delete my iCloud if I think they really on me though. When trial coming, ain't your phone and be your homie though.
Okay. That's the picture. Okay. Somebody took a picture of Jam in court. There's no phones allowed. Let's go here. Once again, this is a federal case.
Man, somebody done took a picture of OTF Jam on the stand, knowing that you're not allowed to take no pictures inside the federal courthouse. Yeah. And they got us all kicked up out of there. They took the picture and posted it online, and now it's going viral. And now we can't even go into the courtroom no more for the rest of the day. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we good, but
oh no, Brian Steele's gonna take his first loss. This is a losing case. The only thing you can hope for is he doesn't get life. Anything under 25 years is a win. Like Steele knows this case is a loss. You can only hope for anything under 25 years. That's the best case scenario.
Today, they done messed it up for everybody. Jam was up there telling like no other, man. Jam was he was well prepped. Jam was up there telling stories how he met everybody. He had exact stories, exact timelines, and everything about how he met people. He was up there giving a full deal description, and I feel like the way he's telling and how he connecting certain stuff, Chicago, BD, possibly GD, might be some Ricos coming, because he's talking like some Ricos might be occurring soon. He's telling. It's a different level of telling. He up in here confessing all of his sins and other niggas' sins.
He said telling.
He in there acting like he in the booth next to the, you know what I'm saying? What them little Jewish booth things you go in there, you tell your people your sins? He telling all of that.
A confessional?
The confession booth. He up there doing all of that. But man, we done got kicked out for the rest of the day, man. I don't know what's about to be said up in there. I can't wait to get the transcript for the rest of the stuff that happened, because hey, he was breaking stuff down.
Wow. Shout out to Cousin Tino. Somebody allegedly took a picture of OTF Jam while he was on the witness stand. No photography isn't allowed. Now the overflow courtroom has been closed for the rest of the day. Everyone got kicked out. The picture was reportedly posted online and started going viral. And now nobody can get back into the courtroom today. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow. Jam was talking, extremely prepared, giving detailed stories, connecting a lot of dots involving Chicago, BDGD, different people in the circle. He was going into details about his own alleged involvement while also discussing other people and events. At certain points, he was as if it was felt full-on confession booth, telling the whole story from his perspective and laying out everything he says he knows. Now,
man, somebody done took a picture.
The big question: what exactly did Jam say after the portion we were able to hear? Because with the courtroom shut down, everybody is going to be waiting on the official transcript to see exactly what was said and what comes next. Okay. Wow. Now Chicago FBI on the scene searching people. They just searched the hell out of me. Whoever did this shit is hella lame. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it got crazy. Jam's a snitch. She came out talking right away. Fuck him. Jam was talking about how Dirk took care of him in jail, sent him clothes after jail, got money on his books. And he's just snitching on him when he was like the only one that cared for him. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, it got crazy.
Okay. OTF Jam is not the first snitch in the OTF. And he probably won't be the last. Lil Durk may spend the rest of his life behind the walls of federal prison. If he's lucky, he will die young. Okay, well. Send me the bull. Okay, let's go here. Say now.
All right, so before we had the jury start off, you had the judge actually say a moment of silence for Dolly Parton. He said she was such a nice person in a world so divided. So then the Fed's head detective, he's going on vacation, but he'll come back Monday. Then Didi basically is called the leader of Tay-Town per goddamn Jam ass. Jam said that he's the leader of Tay-Town, and Jam said that Dirk was mad at O-Block for not sliding for Von, and they let him die. They didn't protect him. And then they say that literally Dirk paid for O-Block to have Airbnbs to war in mother flipping Atlanta. What's even crazier, Brian still objected to this shit, but the craziest part is the judge say, nah, you can let that in. So then the lawyer starts to talk about, the Fed lawyer starts to talk about how he's going to have to lead Didi through the questions and all that within the scope of the questions. And I'm going to be honest with you, I knew that they was going to throw a whole entire fit, because what the Fed lawyer said, it's understandable, is I don't want Didi to get on here and say the wrong stuff so y'all can get a mistrial, y'all can get whatever and all this stuff, because they literally say that. Like, if you say it this way, this is hardball, this is Didi's lawyer said, if they say these things this way and this way, we're going to call for a mistrial, and it's going to put in a mistrial. And that's beyond the scope of the judge. And the judge was like, Judge Dennis said, what? Beyond the scope of my power? Hold on, homie. No, it is under the scope of my power that I can declare a mistrial. Now, you can take that to, go to the higher appellate courts and do that, but no, that's definitely under my power. And then O'Connell gets into it with what's leading the witness. And it's funny because I said this was going to happen yesterday. I said, bro, every time they keep producing exhibits that do not say what the person said, the freaking The lawyers come back, the Fed lawyers come back and say, oh, no, it was this. And prime example, Exhibit 30 was admitted, but it actually wasn't Exhibit 30, it was Exhibit 33. But when he said Exhibit 30, the witness was like, yeah. And then literally they come back and say, no, it's Exhibit 33. Dude go, oh, yeah, it's that one. So there's that shit that exists. That's leading a witness. That's the equivalent of if you cheat on your girl and you call me and you say, yo, Nash, remember I was with you last night and we was drinking beers and all this shit, bro, and you was beating me on Madden? And I go, yeah. Opposed to you said, man, Nash, what happened last night? And I go, man, shit, I was at home. You see how that's leading the witness? So that ends up happening, and the judge basically say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let that in. And Brian still says, I'm not going to let the prosecutor lead the witness. And then it was just a clusterfuck after that.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's go here.
Yeah. Jam claimed he called Dirk. After returning to Chicago after Pop's murder. He was mad he got dragged into this beef. Dirk just smiled and said, nigga, you ain't even kill Quando, nigga. You killed Pop, but he counts. He was smoking on Vaughn too, nigga. He can't do that shit no more. I love you, bro. Wow, okay, that's interesting. So it looked like Jam was trying to confront Dirk on some, damn, bro, like, nigga, you really sent me up the river to go kill this nigga, bro? Like, what's up with you? He's basically, so Jam is saying, remember the story goes, Jam never knew Vaughn like that. But Jam would do anything for Dirk. But I guess Jam is realizing, like, what the fuck, this shit's on the news, this and third. He's like looking at like Dirk like, bro, why you gonna bring me in this beef when like this is some, y'all niggas doing internet shit? Right? Jam claimed that right after the murder of Pop, all the killers were in the car on FaceTime with Dirk. And he asked, did someone get hit? How many times and who did what? Oh, shit. Basically, Smirkio was taking stock of who his real shooters were. So many, Jam saw the cops as soon as he walked into In-N-Out after the murder. The cops sized him up. He thought about the fact he was still wearing the shoes from the murder. Many jurors and public are in awe of Kanye walking into the courtroom. It seemed like a big distraction from the very serious testimony taking place. Yeah, well, you know, from what I'm hearing, Dirk is kind of inviting public support on this stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, OTF Jam says he was plotting on robbing Tory Lanez for his jewelry. Dirk was like, oh no. Dirk took Jam to Miami around Tory Lanez. Jam said he wanted to rob Tory's artist for his chain. Dirk allegedly replied, that's the Jam I've been waiting on. Dirk's defense flipped out and called for a mistrial. Judge denied it but told the jury disregard that comment. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like they're going to forget that part. Holy cow. Testimony began where it left off from Wednesday. Hester, also known as OTF Jam, described the white Infiniti and the white BMW following Quando Rondo's black Escalade around L.A., including the Lit Code dispensary, a clothing store in Beverly Hills, and finally the gas station located adjacent from the Beverly Center. Hester had to repeat many times he does not know L.A. and cannot testify to the area the cars drove through. He said, I don't know what the Beverly Center was until my attorney told me. Hester recalled not feeling good, feeling like there was no consistent plan, calling DeAndre Wilson to try to get him to call it off. Hester said he felt Dirk would take it better from Wilson because they were close. At the time of the shooting, Hester described Lindsay jumping out of the stolen Infiniti, which he called the hot car, and said Lindsay moved quickly. He attempted to catch up and was expecting to take shots closer to Rondo. However, he testified it was thrown off by how quickly Lindsay began firing. Hester also testified that the group left the Infiniti following the shooting before getting into a black Escalade, which he said he doesn't remember doing. And going to In-N-Out, he also testified he and an officer there made him nervous. Lil Durk and Jam appeared to stare at each other from across the room before the trial began. I could only see Jam's face, which appeared very serious. He then looked down until court began. The defense asked for a monitor to be moved before testimony began so they could see Jam's face. Holy cow. Holy cow. Wow. Yeah, Dirk is done, man. Dirk's done. Dirk is out of here. Let's go here.
He said he was dropping his kids off. He got a call saying he got to get on a flight. He got on a flight, immediately flew all the way from Chicago to San Diego. And from San Diego, I guess Bonnie and them wasn't with him at that time, but they picked up a Sprinter bus. Then that's when they got with Bonnie and them. They went to Hooters. Once they went to Hooters, they basically all linked up. And then later on that night, that's when they went to go and stalk Quando Rondo, because the weed man gave him basically the drops. And the weed man was telling him like, yo, I'm outside. And Quando Rondo popped outside, expecting like him to be outside. Jam even said Quando Rondo even then they got on a scooter and started riding it. Kid you not, that's what Jam said. He said he literally got on a scooter and was about to, you know the little public scooters that you can pay for? He was about to ride it. He said Didi, which is D-Ski, as you guys know, Didi, he took the gun, the Beretta, pointed it at the window and said, I can get them right now. They lacking for real. Once he pointed at the window and said they lacking for real, Jam then said the only reason why they didn't get him right then and there was because cops kept flying up and down the street. He said one came, no. It was outside of a residential that they were staying at. Quando Rondo came down from the residential. The weed man that they were buying off of, he owns a dispensary. So he was getting plugged in. When he was getting plugged in, the weed dispensary man basically came downstairs, or told him he was downstairs, and Quando came out. That's how they got the location. That's how they've been following them, basically. They knew the drop from there. But like I said, back to what I was saying, Jam said that Quando came out, Didi said what he said, like, oh, we can get them right now, they lacking for real. Then he seen police coming down, yes. And then that's when Jam had hopped in another car, he said, and they both went opposite ways, which was the Q50 and the BMW. Mm-hmm. And that's how they got up out of there. But basically they knew what the residential they were staying at. Because
the perpetrator not before, prosecuting witness not before is going to be...
He's still concealed. Yeah, he's still concealed, but he's for surely, without no doubt, the weed dispensary owner of wherever he owns, because he owns a weed dispensary, they said.
Okay, and then allegedly Dolly was the person that he contacted?
Yes, he gave Dolly. He basically called Dolly through FaceTime, because I guess they said FaceTime doesn't audio record, or it doesn't record or something like that. He called Dolly through FaceTime saying, yo, Quando just hit me saying he was going to buy some weed. He's going to be here anytime. That's when Dolly contacts the manager for Dirks, who books his flights. And
oh shit, my bad.
And they both went opposite ways, which was the Q50 and the BMW. Mm-hmm. And that's how they got up out of there. But basically they knew what the residential they were staying at. Because
the perpetrator not before, prosecuting witness not before is going to be...
He's still concealed. Yeah, he's still concealed, but he's for surely, without no doubt, the weed dispensary owner of wherever he owns, because he owns a weed dispensary, they said.
Okay, and then allegedly Dolly was the person that he contacted?
Yes, he gave Dolly, he basically called Dolly through FaceTime, because I guess they said FaceTime doesn't audio record, or it doesn't record or something like that. He called Dolly through FaceTime saying, yo, Quando just hit me saying he was going to buy some weed, he's going to be here anytime. That's when Dolly contacts the manager for Dirks, who books his flights, and tells him, like, yo, he tells Jam, he calls Jam, like, yo, you got to hop on a flight right now. You got to hop on a flight. So Jam leaves whatever he was doing with his kids. I guess he said he was with his baby mama. He forgot what he was doing. He don't remember fully what he was doing. He hops on a flight, and he also, before he hopped on the flight, he asked for him to book his other man's, as I go back, he asked to book his other man, which is William Malcolm. He sent the text saying, where bro shit at? Smith then says, same confirmation. That's when Jam says, book that shit, and Chris's ID is right here. He sent basically the ID of Malcolm's ID, basically. They hop on the plane, they get their confirmation, they go to San Diego, and it's just exactly how I explained it. They go to the Hooters basically as soon as they get off in San Diego. Jam then explains though, he gets out the tour bus or the Sprinter van, he says, because they got a Sprinter van. He gets out the Sprinter van, and they're in San Diego just like chilling. He says they start taking videos and stuff like that at night, but then that's when they basically got a call from the weed man, letting them know like, yo, he's about to, he's about to hoop.
All right, bet. All right, bro, that's all.
Wow, this is okay. We're going to come back and do this in parts, because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. They call him Chirac. Damn it.
What's up? It's your boy Denai. Day 6 at the Lil Durk trial. Listen, I got asked, if there's no proof of payment and proof of communication, then how did Durk have anything to do with the August 19, 2022 unalignment of Lou Powell? Listen, I actually took time to read the court transcripts of OTF Jam's testimony, and I uploaded that video onto my YouTube and my Twitch. So do me a favor and click the link in the description, or just come into my Discord, and you guys can listen to the full transcripts, me reading it. Okay, I'm exhausted. This case is taking over my whole life, but I'm doing it for everybody out here. Okay, I'm doing it for each and every one of you guys. So if you are
okay, sir, just Okay, let's stop there. Let's stop. It's a lot to consume. It's a lot to take in. I don't want to get too inundated. I want to get up to my last article for the day, but we're definitely following this this trial. We're definitely following this. Where is it at? Where is the gay Spider-Man? Yes, y'all, gay Spider-Man. It's real. It's a real thing. Andrew Garfield no longer is my top favorite Spider-Man. No. Gotta take Andrew Garfield out of this. This is a real thing. This is a real story. This is a real thing. Okay? Hold up. Let me find the other part. Dolly. Okay, Nepal, peace. Dolly, Hillary, no. Okay. Let me go back to Twitter. Okay. Pay attention. Andrew Garfield revealed he pushed for Peter Parker to explore his sexuality and wanted Michael B. Jordan to play his male MJ. What if MJ is a dude? Why can't he be gay? Why can't he be into boys? Garfield even pitched the potential romance as an interracial bisexuality. Now, for those that thought he was lying, here's the link to the story. It's a real thing. I can no longer support Andrew Garfield as my favorite Spider-Man. I got to get him up out of here. Let me get his ass up out of here. Okay, wait. Andrew. Oh. Where is the article? Hold up. Let me find the article. Actual article. Okay. Now, to be fair, this would have been 2012, 2013. Michael B. Jordan was a nobody then. Okay? Well, what I'm saying is this would have been a way for him to fast track his career way quicker. So let's go here.
Spider-Man news, we also have this very bizarre headline that popped up on my feed. Andrew Garfield, who, as we all know, was Spider-Man after Tobey Maguire, but before Tom Holland. It says, he revealed he pushed for Peter Parker to explore his sexuality and wanted Michael B. Jordan to play his male MJ. What if MJ is a dude? Why can't he be gay? Why can't he be into boys? Garfield even pitched the potential romance as interracial bisexuality. What? Why? Yeah, just what? I don't, what? No one wanted that. No one needed that. I mean, I'm happy that his Spider-Man did not end up working out because what? And so it's weird. It's weird for the actor playing Spider-Man to even pitch or suggest this because there is no, I don't know, there's no precedent for Spider-Man being gay, right? There's no subtext, there's anything that would lead to that being a thing. Also weird, like if it's weird for the actor playing Spider-Man to suggest he be gay, it's even weirder for him to suggest he be gay with a specific other actor. Am I the only one who thinks that's a step beyond weird? Like, you know.
No, that's Hollywood. Listen, had this taken place in 2013, Michael B. Jordan would have been fast-tracked. He would have been where he is now back then. This is almost 10 years ago, you guys. Think about it. 2013, Michael B. Jordan is a nobody. He would have been fast-tracked and would have been a Hollywood darling 10 years ago prior to where he is now, if not even more bigger. So 2013, Garfield sat down for an interview and casually dropped that Peter Parker should be bisexual. When asked who should play MJ, he named Michael B. Jordan. MBJ actually saw it and said he was down. Sony execs almost had a stroke, locked Spider-Man's contract down to legally ban it, and Garfield was out of the suit 2 years later. Yeah. The Will Smith play. Yeah. 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 But Sony said no. 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 Apparently Sony said no. I mean, clearly they didn't push. I'm more shocked. I want confirmation that MBJ was down with this. I want confirmation if MBJ was actually down with this idea. Mind you, once again, 2013, he was a nobody. He knows that with a fast track, he would have been Mahershala Ali. He would have had an Oscar for something. That would have been his moonlight, right? That would have been his moonlight. Andrew Garfield. Yeah, let me get something. Sony rejected the proposal, sticking to a traditional casting and storylines for the franchise. Jordan responded lightheartedly in an interview with VH1, stating he had no deep thoughts on the pitch, but was a big fan of Garfield's work and would love to collaborate with him in the future. Garfield later explained that his suggestion was part serious commentary on representation and part playful brainstorming. Nah, sir, I gotta remove you as my favorite Spider-Man. I gotta go with, I guess I gotta go with Toby. You were once my favorite Spider-Man, sir. I have to remove you. As my favorite Spidey. Matter of fact, I'm not going with Toby. I just don't have a favorite Spider-Man. Miles Morales. Whoever plays Miles Morales live action will be him. Because as of right now, I have no favorite Spider-Man. I have no people. So why can't he be gay? Why can't he be into boys? Wow. Other commenters were more blunt, with one writing, bro, if you want to do gay shit, just download Grindr. Bro just lost all his aura. Yeah, he did, man. I'm done with Andrew Garfield, man. I was hoping we get one more from him as Spider-Man, but nope, I'm good. I gotta let him go. Series ended after 2 films, with Sony and Marvel later reaching an agreement that led to Tom Holland taking over so that tracks with Sony being so upset that they locked down that deal with them and Marvel and got Andrew up out of there as their Spider-Man. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Wow. Man, just don't ever take these people serious on anything they say. They're all degenerates. All of them. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Did I cover everything? Dolly Parton, Spider-Man, Hollywood, California. I think I covered everything. Yeah? Okay. Here are the Dolly Parton by the numbers. Dolly Parton died on 8/25, born at 8:25 p.m. Dolly's album, Jolene, was 25 minutes and 8 seconds long. Dolly was godmother of Miley Cyrus and good friends of Billy Ray Cyrus, who was born on 8/25. Aaliyah died in a plane crash on 8/25. Neil Armstrong died on 8/25. John McCain died 8/25. Ted Kennedy died 8/25. 8/25, 1835, the Great Moon Hoax begins. The New York Sun began claiming astronomers had discovered life on the moon, including creatures and humanoids. 8/25, NASA claims the Voyager 2 flew near Saturn. Saturn, the black cube, the Greek god of wealth, identified by the Greek closely with Kronos, the god who ate his own children. Kronos is associated with time. We already know this. For Nashville, Tennessee, on 8/25, 2026, Saturn rose at about 9:13 p.m. Central in the east. very close to due east. It stayed visible all night and reached the southeastern sky around midnight. Nashville, Tennessee is located in the southeastern part of the U.S. Its highest point around 3 a.m., which is the witching hour, which when it was high in the southern sky over Nashville. And Dolly Parton died at the Vanderbilt Ingram Cancer Center in Nashville. Okay. All right, so this is Dolly at the Grand Masonic Lodge in Nashville. Okay. All right, it is what it is. So that means she was an Eastern Star. Clearly she was an Eastern Star because women can't be Masons. So let's not do that. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, that's what's up. All right. The way they write black. I think Sony would do right by Miles. It would make sense for them to not ruin Miles Morales. It would make sense for them. I think Sony's probably one of the few studios that's not gonna just make their characters look stupid, do anything, So we're gonna get the Miles Morales live action movie. It's time. I'm ready for it. I'm tired of seeing white Spider-Man. Bring on the black Spider-Man. Okay, I think it's time. And he's his own separate character. So, I'm here for that. All right. I'm out of here. It's been 2 hours. I may come back tonight. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I got late games tonight. So, yeah. If not, I will do it again tomorrow morning. Until then, y'all be cool. Be cool. Be cool.
One of the ops rates to catch my taste, put him in chase. I'm like a piece, look like a dog, tell his face.